Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And Pakistan have managed to take an unassailable 2-0 lead in the three-match T20I series versus Bangladesh. They absolutely pulverized the hosts, beat them by 8 wickets, and I'll be talking all about that game, in addition to my thoughts on the legendary A.B. de Villiers' retirement from all cricket on this volume of Crickazi Diaries.
Have a look at that, Miles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat six right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket. Well, no wicket for 24.
So once again, Bangladesh won the toss and they opted to bat yet again, which is quite contrary to the modern day template of teams preferring to chase in T20 cricket. And it's a decision that quite surprises me. Now, Pakistan decided to rest the man of the match from the previous game, Hassan Ali, in this fixture and played Shaheen Shah Afridi in his place. And I can't quite fathom why Pakistan haven't tested more of their bench strength against a team which is so seriously depleted. Bangladesh are without their 3 most experienced players in Shakib Al Hasan, Tamim Iqbal and Mushfiqur Rahim. Unsurprisingly, the game was as one-sided as they come. And in my opinion, Pakistan have missed a golden opportunity to test their bench strength in a series that was literally screaming for it. Here's to hoping we get to see Usman Qadir and Iftikhar Ahmed feature in the dead rubber that is going to be played on Monday. And if you ask me, it's about time that Shahnawaz Dhani is handed his debut in international cricket. If not now, then I'm not sure when that will happen, as in my opinion, that debut has already been delayed for a fair bit. Let's talk about the game now, and Pakistan's bowlers were absolutely ruthless as they restricted Bangladesh to a miserly total of 108 for the loss of 7 wickets in 20 overs. Shaheen Shah Afridi once again lived up to his reputation of being the best first over bowler in T20 cricket. He was right on the money from the word go, and he removed Bangladesh opener Saif Hassan on the 5th delivery of the game by virtue of a fuller length delivery which was very reminiscent of that Rohit Sharma dismissal in the T20 World Cup. He ended up with 2 for 15 in his 4 overs, which are figures worthy of a champion bowler. But after getting hit for his 4th 6 in not so many deliveries in international cricket, Shaheen looked a bit unruffled. It really seems to have gotten to him, as on the very next delivery after getting hit for 6 by Afif Hussain, he hurled the ball right back at the batsman, hitting him on his unprotected heel. And while Shaheen did apologize to Afif right away and even took out the time to apologize to him personally after the game, the youngster has to take a lesson from this, as the chips will not always be up in international cricket. There will be times of frustration, and Shaheen has to make it a point to express his aggression by virtue of his bowling rather than other antics, and he has to maintain a level head and keep composed throughout. I know that fast bowlers can tend to be a bit fiery and aggressive, but there is a line that must not be crossed, and he could have ended up seriously hurting Afif Hussain. Mohammad Wasim Jr. was also extremely impressive for a second consecutive game, striking early in the power play and getting a lot of shape. And even though he didn't end up bowling his full quota, he only gave away 9 runs in his 3 overs, in addition to that wicket. Thus far, Wasim Jr. has only impressed in international cricket, and given that he's such a formidable hitter of the ball, I think this kid has a very bright future ahead of him. I've already earmarked Wasim as being one of the trump cards for Pakistan in next year's T20 World Cup in Australia, where Pakistan will have to potentially rely on a 4th seamer. And given how well this kid bats as well, I think he's a definite upgrade on Fahim Ashraf in white ball cricket. Speedster Haris Rauf, who didn't have the best of games in the first T20I, was at his menacing best in this one, as he only gave away 13 runs in his 3 overs and also picked up the crucial wicket of Bangladeshi skipper Mahmudullah Riyad. And that wicket in particular did open the floodgates for Bangladesh, and they were never really able to recover after that. Mohammad Nawaz too impressed once again. He is a very consistent performer in T20 cricket. He picked up 1 for 25 in his 4 overs, but the pick of Pakistan's bowlers for me was vice captain Shadab Khan. He managed to take 2 for 22 in his 4 overs, and both of those wickets were extremely important ones, as he removed the 2 most successful Bangladeshi batsmen on the day. Afif Hussain gifted his wicket, scoring 20 of 21 deliveries, while Shadab took an exquisite catch off his own bowling, diving to the left to remove top scorer Najmul Hussain Shanto, who made a well-made 40 of 34 deliveries. The next best score for Bangladesh Bangladesh was 12 by captain Mahmudullah Riyad, and this really goes on to show how ill-equipped Bangladesh cricket is in the absence of their three main superstars, Shakib, Tamim and Mushfiqur. While the first two are injured, I'm not too sure why the Bangladeshi selectors dropped Mushfiqur Rahim for this series, and the reports that are coming out definitely suggest that there is some sort of controversy brewing. As for the chase, Pakistan finished the job on cruise control, and they really took their time to chase down 109 in 18.1 overs. Skipper Babar Azam fell early once again, dragging the ball onto his stumps for the second time in 2 games, and it was quite uncharacteristic of the world's top-ranked white ball batsman to have just scored 8 runs in 2 games on tour after top scoring at the T20 World Cup. Man in form Mohammad Rizwan scored a sedate yet assured knock of 39 of 45 deliveries, while Fakhr Zaman, who was dropped on 26, went on to make Bangladesh pay big time as he scored an unbeaten 57 of 51 deliveries, a magnificent effort which bagged him the Man of the Match award as well. Now, many people have doubted Fakhr Zaman over the years, and they'll be surprised to know that Fakhr Zaman, since 2017, has bagged 9 Man of the Match awards for Pakistan and is only behind Babar Azam in that regard. Personally, though, if you ask me, I would have given the Man of the Match award to Shadab Khan, as Pakistan's bowling won them this game, and Shadab picked up the 2 most crucial wickets which turned the tide in this fixture. Moving forward, Mr. 360, the legendary AB de Villiers, has finally bid farewell to our beautiful game, effective immediately. Not long ago, Dale Steyn also announced his retirement from all cricket, who in my books was the best all-format bowler from the mid-2000s to the mid-2010s, and now his fellow South African has followed suit. Now, in this same period, many would consider AB de Villiers to be the best all-format batsman and fielder, and they make a solid case because this was a cricketer who could pretty much do anything and everything on the cricket field. With an average of 50 plus in both Test and ODI cricket, AB de Villiers completely reinvented the game by virtue of his 360-degree batting, unconventional stroke play, innovative power hitting along with conventional brilliance as well. On top of that, it's hard to argue that he pretty much has been the best cricketer in our sport since Jonty Rhodes, and the fact that he could keep wicket as well so efficiently is only testament to that fact. Regardless of conditions, AB de Villiers was a consistent performer in all formats, and he scored heaps of runs across the globe. He deservedly holds the record for fastest 50, 100 and 150 in ODI cricket, and by no means was AB de Villiers a one-dimensional batsman. He has played several blockathons in Test cricket as per the team's requirement and playing conditions. He has inspired an entire generation of cricketers, including the 2 modern-day kings in Babar Azam and Virat Kohli. And for me personally, AB de Villiers has been an absolute treat to follow throughout the course of his career. One regret that I personally have with respect to AB is that I feel that he could have represented South Africa in international cricket for a lot longer than he actually did. But IPL fans will probably celebrate him for that very reason, as he dedicated his heart and soul to the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and even has gone on to say that after this life, he will be half South African and half Indian. That is, of course, not to say that AB de Villiers did not give his 100% for South Africa. AB de Villiers gave his 110% for any team that he represented across the globe, whether that be international or domestic cricket. What stands out about him, other than all of the things that I've mentioned, was his dedication on the field, the way he committed himself to the sport, and you could just never take AB de Villiers out of the game. So if you're watching AB, all the best for your future endeavors. I wish you a fantastic second innings in your life post-cricket, and I hope from the bottom of my heart that you remain closely associated to our beloved sport. That's a wrap for volume 85, folks. As always, if you enjoyed this volume, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified about all of my latest videos. I'll catch you soon enough after the final T20 International, which is to be played between India and New Zealand tomorrow. That's all for now. Kazi off the mic.
Have a look at that. Miles up. Oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members.